Good morning. Today we're making a value scale and texture chart. I have my ruler and I'm dividing my paper in sort of a rectangle spiral. You can do stripes, you can do squares, you can do it in any way you want. You can just draw some handmade boxes. I decided to do this because it would be a little bit more fun and hopefully interesting at the end so I can see what it looks like. It might look like a cool little picture. So I'm just using the side of my ruler to mark them off so all my spaces are the same width. They're all different lengths and that's okay. It'll be more fun that way. And up top is where I'm going to put my value scale. So I'm dividing this again using the width of my ruler as a mark. You could use a ruler or a strip of cardboard or just do it freehand. I'm using one pencil and I'm going to go as light as I can. You could probably go lighter. I could go lighter in real life, but you wouldn't be able to see it here. So I want each box to get progressively darker until I have reached the darkest color that my pencil can get. Different pencils will have different results. This is just a regular, I think, 2B pencil. So if I had a 6B, it would be darker at the end altogether, or blacker. This is a standard pencil, so we should all be able to get the same results. And I'm using my finger to smear them after I fill them in. You can always make something darker, but you can't really make it lighter. So it's better to start off on the light side and then add more pencil and more pressure after you see your results. You can see I already have a few boxes and they go from light to dark. And I'm going to just go until I can't make my pencil any darker, and that will be my last box. You can tell this is sped up. It takes a little bit longer to do this. My hand is moving really super fast. I don't move that fast in real life. This I can tell is my last box because I'm pushing as hard as I can without breaking my point and going over it. Once I remove all the little white specks, it'll look even darker. Again, the graphite is shiny, so it's a little reflective here. Now I'm going to use a regular fine tip Sharpie and start making a texture chart. Now, a texture is just different lines and marks repeated so you can have a variation. This is how you can add texture and depth in a drawing. Now that's Orange. He always loves to come and help me. Sometimes he's more helpful than others. Today he's just kind of, hanging out and purring. You can see how fast he's breathing. He's not breathing that fast. Again, it's sped up. There's nothing wrong with my kitty. Over here I'm doing little circles in circles. This could be good for wood grain. Both of them so far could be good for wood grain or oceans or flowers or anything you want. And there's a million different ways to make these patterns and of texture. I'm just doing a few that come to mind as I draw. I didn't plan this out beforehand. Maybe I could have, but I like the way it's working. Here, just some random little mark making. Orange seems to be more excited about this. He really is excited about that. He's such a good helper, right? He just really doesn't want me to work that hard. He just wants to really help. Yep, he wants some of his own texture. Maybe because I was drawing something that looks like fur, he's going to be right on top of it. Again, such a helpful kitty. He's so cute. So let's see how much I can get done with him here. Okay, I'll do the side box. And here this is called hatching. It's little lines going in one direction. There we go. I can get some done now. And I like the way these little lines look, going all in one direction. And you can see that it looks really interesting where the patterns meet up on the sides between those 3 boxes. I like the way that looks. So although we're doing a chart, as you work, it'll become sort of like a sketch of sorts. It'll become a really beautiful picture of just pattern and color, or pattern and shading, sorry. These are some really crazy loopy circles, kind of in a scribbly fashion. We are all good at this part. And again, Orange is just being so patient with me. He's such a helpful kitty cat. Maybe he'll get bored, but I don't think so. So now I'm just making marks in different directions. I have a few more boxes to do. I'm going to try to fill them all in with different things. When you make little dots, especially with a marker, I am moving fast, but the pressure I put on my pen when it hits the paper is minimal. I'm not denting the tip. This is called stippling, when you use just little points to make marks. If you put them really close together, it'll look darker, and if they're more spread out, it'll look lighter. That way you can get a sort of graded or shading effect with a pen. And now Orange is really being helpful. He is actively holding my hand with my pen. He just wants to be part of everything. Here I'm doing some vertical squiggly lines, very curvy vertical lines. Because remember, vertical lines are standing lines. These are diagonal lines, and this is, and they go in both directions. So that's cross hatching. And here I'm doing some horizontal smooth, or they're kind of zigzags lines. Orange decided he's had enough. Maybe he'll get some crunchies now, and I can finish. And up here, again, now I'm doing some more squiggle lines. And you can see that these go vertically versus the horizontal, and they look different.